it says the screen sharing is paused. When I say resume, well, now it says it's loading. Okay. Jai Shri Mataji, and good evening everyone on this Tuesday evening for this collective meditation online. My name is Nicholas. I welcome you all. So what we're going to just do now is settle down at the end of our day, and before we raise the Kundalini we're going to get ourselves balanced. So to do that it takes a few minutes to calm down or wake up, depending how we feel, and get centered. So we'll just settle down comfortably, get ourselves into a meditative state with our attention on the Sushumna Nadi, the central column, and our Sahasrara. And just let's relax our breathing, check out all where the tensions might be in our neck and our shoulders, right through our arms, torso, and our legs, so we're all comfortable, connected with the ground, and ready just to go into a very pleasant, relaxed state. And we're going to slow our thoughts down. I recall Sri Mataji saying how much more effective it is to raise our Kundalini, put the bandana on when we're centered, and certainly not to do it in a kind of automatic way. So we'll just sit quietly as we've done before. And as we do that, I'm just going to play a minute of a track about the efficacy, the benefits of silence.
Try to reach that point, that axis, which is just silence. And this silence will make you really powerful, because this silence is not only yours. When you are in that silence, you are in the silence of the cosmos. Silence of the cosmos. And the silence of the cosmos works for you. You are in connection with that cosmic power, we can call it. It's more than that, it's divine power, I should say. Divine power which is working all the cosmos. So if you just become silent within yourself, know that you are sitting in the kingdom of God.
Sitting in the kingdom of God. So let's just sit and enjoy our silence. So I think probably everyone knows how to face the knocking at the door of our attention. And it's not so easy to slow down or stop thoughts and worries about the past, today already, the future, immediate or long term. And how we say, when we say not this, be still, there's just great resistance. But equally, we have been given and we are equipped, and the energies within us to be able to find those silences, make them larger and larger. And that's what we're going to be doing also this evening later. Just try and get used to not reacting, not thinking. Not wondering. It's all part of also being detached and watching. So that's something we're going to practice together now. Finding ways, each one of us, to get into the center, into the central channel, up through being right through the top of the head. I suppose in a way as high as you want to go, to be connected to the Param Chaitanya and our spirit. And when we all do this together, it's really very powerful. So we can, as we should be a bit more centered now, we can raise our kundalinis, please, and put ourselves into bandhan. So we're just going to go on using these moments to let our minds calm down and let the silence within us grow larger and larger, hopefully. So in a way, the we, or the I, disappears. So again, from the top of our heads, we can scan us, look down on ourselves. Are we breathing calmly? Can we slow it down anymore? Are we able to slow down our thoughts, our worries, our good thoughts? Even if they're very pleasant, we need to detach from them. It seems when each one of us gets into the Sahasrara in a steady way, it affects everyone else. So in a kind of way we are united, even though online. And the Sahasrara, that energy streaming through the Param Chaitanya. And that's where we're going to try and keep our attention all night. well, as long as the program goes. This means keeping our attention on the Sahasrara, bringing it back, always bringing it back to the center. And not letting our attention be taken on any journeys. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can play this extract from a talk on the Ekadasha Rudra. Those centers of energy across the forehead.
But we all the time forget that we have got our vibrations, that we have got a new awareness of vibrations. We have got vibratory awareness. And these vibratory awareness are a kind of a messenger which is absolute, which communicates and which tells us what's wrong with others, what's wrong with us. But if you start taking your decision through your mental, emotional enterprises, then be sure that you'll be misguided. Because all these endeavors are one-sided. Like a mental projection goes like this in a linear way, falls apart. And also a emotional one does the same. Even the physical is just the same. But when you start seeing through the vibrations, what do? Is to ask your spirit to communicate to you. And the spirit is the absolute knowledge. So you do not succumb to your conditioning or to your ego or to any other training or any other guru, but yourself. So it is very important for all of you to understand that we are not going to take any decision on our mental level, but on our vibrations. So on vibrations, you can know everything. But those who try to decide things without vibrations can make mistakes till you reach a certain stage where you don't have to spread your hands to ask, just you know. But to go to that stage, you have to first of all surrender your discretion to vibrations. Now, some people don't have proper vibrations. Maybe their Vishuddhis are bad. They should take proper care of their Vishuddhis. Even then, if they don't have some physical problem on the Vishuddhi, they can feel it within themselves. what chakras are catching, what is happening to this gentleman. Normally, because we are in modern times, the people who are possessed appear more beautiful than the people who are not possessed. Like as you see these cinema actresses, cinema actors, and some of the clowns who move as presidents, this, that, you can see a little art on their faces, how horrid they are. But unless and until you yourself are of that level and sincere, you won't be able to make it out. Today, what we are doing is to awaken within us this Ekadasha Rudra force, which will help you to fight your own negativity and fight the negativity of the whole world. Now we have so many hands, so many people with different, what we call them, ayudha, means the weapons. All these weapons are within. They are within you. And you can definitely use them. But first you must know what weapons you are carrying and how to use them. There's so much blind faith. There is so much of wrong ideas, so much of organizational fortresses they have built. All kinds of nonsensical things are going on in this world. But they'll all be finished. Nobody will know anything about that except that they might know as some villainous creatures on the earth. Ultimately, the living will exist. We have to know that we know the living force, and we have to be very sure about it. And we have to be proud about it, that we know what is the living force. Then this Ekadasha Rudra within us becomes very strong. Also, the most significant thing is that this Ekadasha is going to act only in Kali Yuga, in these modern times. Earlier, it was not going to act because there was hardly one guru who is today a guru, must have been a Satan last time. Only one horrible Rakshasa there. So it was very easy to kill him. To kill Kamsa, it took no time for Sri Krishna, or to kill Ravana, it took no time for Sri Ram. And once they are killed, the whole thing becomes clean start. But here they are like mosquitoes. So many of them, one after the other. There's no end to it. And they have entered also into the being of human beings, giving them diseases, all kinds of problems and tortures. So the problem is much more deeper and very, very complicated. That is why the Ekadasha Rudra, which has got 11 destroying powers, we say that there are 10 directions, you can say. And this is the 11. So 10 from outside, 1 from inside. All these 11 forces can act onto anyone who tries to hamper the progress of Sahaja, or even to say something against me, or against you. Anybody who tries to trouble you, it will act. On the physical level, it appears on your forehead here. The Ekadasha Rudra shows on your forehead, and you get a swelling over here. Some people you must have seen have a furrow here and a huge big thing coming up. Mostly the cancer patient, if you see them, they have from left, it rises to the right side, quite a lot, bump there on the right hand side. And there are some who have got on the left hand side. So from the left hand side, it rises, goes to the right side, and the one which rises from the right side goes to the left. So the more dangerous ones are which go to the right side, because they are the ones who are very sly, which we cannot see, which are hiding, which can harm you very much. So all these horrible things that are acting today can be completely destroyed if we develop our Ekadasha Rudra within ourselves. They are not so powerful. One surgery can kill thousands of them. Why? They cannot harm even one surgery. So they are really powerless before you. They have no way of torturing you. Ekadashas are standing around you on your forehead to look after that area. They are watching, they are guards, and nobody can harm you. You are very nicely settled down there in the Sahasrara, and nothing can touch you. Nothing can even bring a slur on you. They are very alert, and they have many facets. Each deity has many facets, and all these facets are all the time throwing light in that area so that there is no intruder to enter in. This is what you have got within yourself. And when anybody tries to enter into this area of Sahasrara, immediately they react and can harm the other man to such an extent that you are yourself amazed and you don't know how it has happened. But to develop this force, we have to meditate with sincerity, with understanding, not with just words before the photograph to say, Mother, I surrender myself to you, this. Sincerely, because the deities know who is sincere, who is innate, who is the one who is really trying to rise and ascend. It is a struggle, in a way. It is a struggle, but it is not the struggle which will not bring you any fruits. So today we have to invite all these forces of Ekadasha to destroy the negativity in this Kali Yuga completely. Also to pray that if there is any negativity within us, it should be destroyed. If there is any negativity against Sahaja, it should be destroyed. Anywhere in our character and in our understanding, if there is any negativity, it should be destroyed. This is today's message for you on Ekadashi. May God bless.
Second. Okay. So just to help get us more centered, I'm just going to play the three red mantras. So we'll go into our meditation now. Srimataji mentioned that all the weapons that she has, we also have within us, which can be very reassuring. And something to really take on board and understand. That in so many ways we are so protected. And also she talked about that protection from the Ekadasha Rudra. Srimataji also mentioned the living force. The living force which is within us, around us, which can help us, which serves us, and we serve it. So we're all possibly quite a lot stronger than we think we are. So let's just keep our attention up in Sahasrara. Which, forgive me, I will keep on reminding us to ask where our attention's gone. So we can let this living force really become very powerful and not interrupted or distracted by thoughts and feelings or emotions, positive or negative. And if we do have to do any introspection as we get deeper into our meditation, we can consider the protective weapons, the subtle weapons of this living force that we have within us. We don't have to pray for them, ask for them, beg for them. They are there. We just have to believe in them and activate them to help us overcome this massive negative forces that are around us all the time. In our personal lives, national lives, internationally, globally. It's a kind of very peaceful warrior spirit. And you all probably know the bhajan about the Nirmalites. always place one hand, the right hand, on our center hearts, where Sri Durga resides, with all those weapons, with their protection. So again, where is my attention? Let's just see where it's taken us and bring it gently back to Sahasrara. Always looking for the gap between the thoughts as one goes and the other one comes. And we can reflect that we are channels of this living force. And we can let it flow through us as much as possible. And we're all connected by it. Even right now, those on this meeting, their attention at Sahasrara can all be connected. I may, it just seems that so many of the talks I've been able to listen to, one message comes through that Shrimataji has given us many powers or abilities. We don't have to feel that we've always got to ask for them. They are there within us. We just have to believe in them and be them and use them. Of course, we can always ask and pray. But I think now in these times we've got to get used to being powerful people. With those Ekadasha Rudra to defend us, attack negativity, with our own attention getting stronger, and the collective getting stronger worldwide. This living force can be really dynamic. So, as for the last time, let's check where our attention is. Return it to the central channel, right from the base of our spine, right up through and along to Sushumna, opening up and enlightening all the chakras as she flows up, blessing the chakras, cleansing them, clearing them, balancing them, and letting her out through the Sahasrara. And as we do that, we can raise our kundalinis once more and put ourselves into Bandhan. So that brings us to the end of this lovely evening. Thank you very much for joining. So I hope all goes well with you all, and I wish you all a lovely evening and a very enlightening life. Good night, Jai Shri Mataji.